question, because one of the things that we are committed to in Zimbabwe is to change our political culture. I think our people have been insulted for a very long time. Chinzi, you know what, all you have to do is bribe them close to the election. As a party, that's not something that we are interested in doing. We are really interested in appealing to the minds and hearts of Zimbabweans, to say, actually, the things that you are given at election time, they don't last. What you need is a country that actually functions, where you can actually, you know, all the stuff that you do in your fields, if you actually, you know, have a maize crop and you take it to the GMB actually pays you. You actually get money for your efforts. We're saying to the Zimbabwean people, what you need is a country where graduates can actually be employed. Because bribing people with seeds and so on just before the election does not create jobs for the graduates who are coming from the University of Zimbabwe. It doesn't. And I really believe that the Zimbabwean people are they actually do have common sense. They actually know, I think, that this doesn't work. And if somebody comes and wants to bless you with seeds, take the seeds. Someone wants to bless you with rice, take the rice. If somebody wants to bless you with whatever they want to bless you with, take it and eat it. But when you get to the election, in that election booth, vote for your future. Vote for your children. Vote for the development of your community. You know, we were in Heathcliff the other day. I've been to Heathcliff before. But you know what happens a lot of times when you get into a community, there are some things that you don't see because maybe you're on a different agenda. I was there actually donating some material to build a school. And we were driven to the place where we're going to, you know, build these shelters and everything. But there were some things that we didn't see. I want to encourage you as Zimbabweans to see things that you have never chosen to see. Go this time to Heathcliff to really see the state in which people live. When you find that, you know, now there is no water system at all, and everyone has to have a well, and then you have to buy water, and this is, you know, it's not just Heathcliff. Mbare, my uncle used to live in Mbare in the 70s, and we used to go to Howman Road in Mbare, and there was running water at that time in Mbare. You go to some of these places in Mbare now, they haven't had running water in over 10 years. And now, the permanent feature in Mbare is the borehole in the city, not in the rural areas, in the city. People having to carry water in buckets in the city. And someone was telling me that to use the restroom, to use the toilet, now people take turns. I was flashing because water is in short supply. And you know what that means, right? And then we bring the water and flush once. I mean, what kind of life is that in the 21st century, in Zimbabwe, in Harare, in the capital of our country? So the trade-off, guys, if we it doesn't mean we won't help people. It doesn't mean that if we come to a community and there's a need and we have the resources to actually alleviate that need that we want. But we can't trade off, you know, we can't trade that. But well, so if you are the party that doesn't bring seats before the election, then we won't vote for you. We'll continue voting for ZANU-PF. Do you realize what has happened to our civil liberties? When you see a policeman every kilometer carrying, you know, those spikes and everything, and endangering people's lives and throwing that thing at combis, and I have seen 3 so far in the past 2 weeks, which have actually crashed as a result of these people actually throwing spikes and, you know, creating crimes where there are no crimes. You know, they will always find something wrong. Is that what we want? Can you imagine how much of a disincentive that is, even for you know, investment? Somebody comes into the country, they want to start, you know, to actually pour money into a community, and you drive them from Harare to Chegbutu, and they are being harassed. And by the way, we all know that, and we've seen it, people who are white are the ones who are harassed the most by those policemen in the suburbs. They're always stopped because they think they can get money from them. That, you know, what kind of a country is that? You know, we cannot build a thriving country when we have that kind of stuff going on, and we certainly cannot accept that. You know, let me also say this. You know, someone asked me the other time and said, oh, you've just entered the political fray and so on. You know, then you must not be credible because you've just entered. And I thought, and this was a person who was very intelligent, and I thought, that's very odd coming from a Zimbabwean. Because if longevity solved our problems, we would be in paradise right now with a government that has been there for 37 years. If longevity is the thing that you use, then we would have no problems at all in Zimbabwe. Actually, Zimbabwe would be the best country in the world because we have the longest serving president in the world. So what has longevity got to do with anything? Who has the best ideas? And we at Build Zimbabwe, we're making this commitment to you. We are committed to having the absolute best ideas and the absolute highest level of commitment to bringing about change in our country and to rebuilding it.